I kept the last goodbye folded in my pocket, like a note I never learned to read. Woke up with it heavy on my chest, right where your hand used to be. Sink full of dishes, one cracked blue plate, your favorite mug turned upside down. I tell myself it's just a kitchen, but every room here wears your sound. I remember the night you stopped explaining. Your voice went soft like tired rain. I was standing there pretending not to notice how love can leave before the train. You packed one bag, not even full, left your key by the hallway light. I said take care, like some kind of coward, when please don't go was burning inside. I kept the last goodbye, couldn't let it leave with you. I say I'm better, not better. I say I forgot, not true. But my heart keeps doing what old hearts do. It holds the door, though nobody's there, keeps your name in the evening air. I kept the last goodbye, yeah, like it might bring back you. This morning I opened the hallway drawer, found the key you didn't take. I held it tight till my palm turned red, like pain was proof I could still break. I almost placed it out on the porch, let the world have what I kept inside. But I brought it back and shut the drawer. Some men don't heal, they organize. Maybe I ain't waiting for you, maybe I'm waiting for me to confess. I had love standing right in front of me, and I answered it with emptiness. I kept saying time would make it light, but time just learned to sleep beside me. I kept the last goodbye, couldn't let it leave with you. I say I'm better, forgive me. I say I forgot, I never did. But my heart keeps bleeding, old and true. It holds the door, though nobody's there. Still here's your suitcase on the stair. I kept the last goodbye, like it might bring back you. I put the key back in the drawer, closed it slow like prayer. Maybe tomorrow I'll leave it open or maybe I'm not there yet. I kept the last goodbye, but it never kept me. The door closed quiet, that's what hurts me. No broken glass, no final fight. Just your keys on the counter and me saying, get home safe tonight. You smiled like you were tired, not angry, not cold. I thought love was just resting, didn't know it was getting old. I kept talking about next summer, you kept looking past my face. I was building plans on paper, you were packing empty space. We still shared the same table, still slept under the same roof, but your heart had moved out early, and I never asked for proof. The door closed quiet, but it shook my bones. You left so soft, I didn't know I was alone. I said, she'll be back, she won't be back. I said, give it time, time don't know. You didn't leave in lightning, you left in candle smoke. The door closed quiet, and that's the sound that broke me most. Oh no. Oh no. I found your scarf behind the sofa, still smelled like rain and mint. I held it like a witness to all the signs I missed. I almost called your sister just to ask where you had gone, but what's the use of asking when I was gone all alone? Maybe love don't die at midnight, maybe it dies in little rooms, and not right now and later, baby, and coming home too soon. Maybe I lost you slowly, 'cause I thought you'd always stay. A heart can leave the house before the body walks away. The door closed quiet, but it shook my bones. You left so soft, I didn't know I was alone. I said, she'll be back, forgive me now. I said, give it time, time said no. You didn't leave in lightning, you left in candle smoke. The door closed quiet, and that's the sound that broke me most. Keys still on the counter, lights still on outside. Ain't every goodbye loud, some just step aside. The door closed quiet, but it echoes loud. Your cup still faces mine on the table, like it never learned you went away. Morning comes through thin white curtains, but it don't know what to say. I wipe the counter, leave that circle where your coffee used to stain. Some small things don't look like sorrow till they start calling your name. I kept your sweater by the back door, said I'd move it when I could, but my hands know more than my mouth does, and they don't think I should. The phone lights up, then goes dark again. Not your name, just another ghost. I talk to silence like it owes me the truth I need and most. I'm still loving what already left me, still reaching where you used to be. I say I'm fine, I'm not. I say I'm free, not yet. But your shadow still eats with me. That cup turned toward you every night, like it's waiting on something true. I'm still loving what already left me, and everything still points to you. Tonight I almost turned it over, almost washed your mark away, but the sink looked too much like goodbye, so I let it stay. No thunder came, no holy ending, just my breath caught in my chest. Sometimes heartbreak ain't a falling, it's refusing to get dressed. Maybe love don't leave at once, maybe it fades in little rooms, in cold cups and folded towels, in air still shaped like you. I keep blaming time, but I kept looking away. I'm still loving what already left me, still reaching where you used to be. I say I'm fine, forgive me. I say I'm free, I'm right. But your shadow still eats with me. That cup turned toward you every night, like it knows what I won't do. I'm still loving what already left me, and everything still points to you. Morning cools the coffee, rain gives up the glass. Maybe tomorrow I'll wash it clean, or maybe I'll let it last. That cup still faces you. left the light on, like you might come back. Didn't make sense, but I did it anyway. The room felt bigger than it used to, or maybe it's just you gone away. Ashtray full, though I don't even smoke. Just something to feel where your hands used to be. I keep hearing sounds that ain't really there, like the nights playing tricks on me. I walked past the mirror, didn't look too long, didn't recognize who's standing there. Same face, but something missing, like I left part of me somewhere in your care. Phone on the table, face turned down. I don't wanna see what ain't your name. Funny how silence can get this loud and still don't say a damn thing. I left the light on for nobody, still hoping someone might walk through. I say I'm alright, I say I moved on, still don't. But every night leads me back to you. This room don't feel like home no more, just walls holding things I can't undo. I left the light on for nobody, but it still feels like it's for you. Turned it off just a minute ago. Stood by the switch, hand halfway there. Something stopped me, I don't know what. Maybe I ain't ready for that kind of empty air. So I sat back down, same old corner. Let the quiet settle in my bones. It ain't just missing you that's killing me, it's learning how to be alone. Maybe I kept that light on for me, like I needed proof I still believe. Maybe letting go ain't flipping a switch. Maybe it's something you don't see. I've been holding on to shadows just so I don't fade away. I left the light on for nobody, yeah, still waiting like you might come through. I say I'm alright, help me now. I say I'm done, I'm not done, but every night still ends with you. This room still breathing your memory, and I don't know how to cut it loose. I left the light on for nobody, but deep down I know it's you. Light's still burning, I'm still awake. Nothing's changed, just another day. Maybe tomorrow I'll turn it off, or maybe I won't. I left the light on just in case. Your chair still faces morning. like you never lived. Sunlight finds the cushion, then it goes quiet. I make coffee for one, but I pour too much. Old habits don't ask permission, they just try it. There's a spoon by the sink, bent at the handle. You used to say it fits your hand just right. I keep washing it slow, like it might answer, while the house feels bigger every night. I didn't hear the leaving when it started. No suitcase thunder, no shaking wall, just your laugh getting thinner in the hallway, just me saying later to every call. You asked me once if I still saw you. I said, of course, too quick, too clean. Now that question sits beside your chair, looking straight through me. Your chair still faces morning, but you ain't there. Still holds the shape of a love I didn't repair. I say I'm alright, I'm not. I say I let go, not yet. But every sunrise knows what I regret. You left so slowly, I called it peace. Now silence sits where you used to breathe. Your chair still faces morning, and morning keeps asking for you. Tonight I moved that chair 1 inch, then moved it back like I had sinned. Ain't it strange how wood and fabric can keep the place a body's been? I sat beside it on the floor, let the cold boss take my weight. No crying loud, just breathing shallow, like truth had finally found its gate. Maybe I don't miss the room we had, maybe I miss the man who should have stayed. Maybe love don't disappear in storms, maybe it leaves when it stops being named. I kept the chair, kept the silence, like both of them could bring you home. Your chair still faces morning, but you ain't there. Still holds the shape of a love I didn't repair. I say I'm alright, forgive me. I say I let go, I lied. But every sunrise burns on the inside. You left so slowly, I called it peace. Now silence sits where you used to breathe. Your chair still faces morning, and morning keeps asking for you. Light on the cushion, coffee gone cold. Maybe tomorrow I'll sit there, or maybe I won't. Your chair still faces morning, and I still face the door. I counted every almost till the morning came. Almost called you, almost wrote your name, almost said sorry when it still had weight, almost turned around before it got too late. The fridge kept humming like a witness, streetlights shook across the floor. I sat there making peace with nothing, then went to war again once more. I replayed your face at the doorway. Did your eyes ask me to stay? Or did my lonely memory put those words there yesterday? I hear my voice saying take care, like a coward dressed as kind. Now that little useless sentence keeps walking circles in my mind. I counted every almost, every word I didn't say, every small wrong turn that carried you away. I say let go, not yet. I say move on, I can't. But the night keeps dragging me back to that chance. 3 a.m. got long hands, it holds my heart and won't release. I counted every almost, and none of them gave me peace. I typed, "Are you happy?" at 4:15, then erased it line by line. Not because I didn't mean it, but because it sounded like mine. I wanted you to miss me gently, wanted proof I left a mark. But love ain't love if it's asking for a candle from the dark. Maybe overthinking is a room where regret keeps changing clothes. Same old truth in different lighting, same old door that never opens. I keep asking why, but I know what I refuse to know. The night keeps dragging. You were folding shirts by the hallway light, white towels stacked in a careful line. I was talking bills and traffic outside. You were losing heart, one sleeve at a time. I remember your hand smoothing my collar, like touching cloth was safer than me. You smiled so small I called it tired. Now I know tired was trying to leave. You stopped asking where I had been, stopped saving stories till I came home. I thought we were growing into easy silence, but you were learning how to be alone. There was soap in the air, lemon and cotton, a sock on the floor I never picked up. Funny what memory chooses to punish, not the big fight, just the little stuff. You were leaving in the laundry, slow. I was standing there and I didn't know. I said love was calm, it was fading. I said we were grown, I was cold. Now every clean shirt feels like blame. Every folded towel whispers your name. You were leaving in the laundry, and I kept looking away. Wrapped around the dryer door, held it like a ring from some quiet wedding we don't belong to anymore. I almost threw it in the trash can, but my fingers closed like prayer. Some part of me still keeps your leaving in every ordinary chair. Maybe heartbreak ain't one bad evening. Maybe it's laundry after love. Clean things stacked in a quiet house when nobody feels clean enough. You were asking softly, I answered late. You were leaving in the laundry, slow. I was standing there and I didn't know. I said love was calm, forgive me. I said we were grown, I was gone. Now every clean shirt feels like blame. Every folded towel whispers your name. You were leaving in the laundry, yeah, and I kept looking away. The machine still turns, the hallway still glows. I fold my own shirts now, but I do it slow. You were leaving, and I call it home. The bed learned your absence before I did. Your side went cold, then colder still. I kept rolling over, reaching blind, like love was only hiding there. Your pillow kept the shape of leaving, soft in the middle, sunken down. I changed the sheets, then changed them back. couldn't stand that clean sound. I blame the bills, blame the weather, blame the city getting loud. But you stopped humming in the kitchen, and I never asked about. You said I'm tired, I said me too, like we meant the same old thing. You were telling me the ending, I was listening for a ring. The band learned your absence, and I came late, lying beside a heart already past the gate. I said we were tired, we were dying. I said we had time, I was blind. Now every night spreads wide and empty, every blanket feels like blame. The bed learned your absence first, now the whole room knows your name. Hair on your pillow, held it like a final thread, a foolish little piece of proof that you once laid in this bed. I should have seen you getting smaller in the corners of your eyes, but I was sleeping next to sorrow, calling it a tired night. Maybe leaving ain't a suitcase, maybe leaving starts inside, when the hand you used to hold stops reaching back at night. I was waiting for a storm, but you were leaving soft. The bed learned your absence, and I came late, lying beside a heart already past the gate. I said we were tired, forgive me. I said we had time, I was wrong. Now every night spreads wide and empty, every blanket feels like blame. The bed learned your absence first, now the whole room knows your name. One lamp left burning, one pillow turned low, your side got cold first. I was last to know. The bed learned your absence before I did. Your side went cold, then colder still. I kept rolling over, reaching blind, like love was only hiding there. Your pillow kept the shape of leaving, soft in the middle, sunken down. I changed the sheets, then changed them back, couldn't stand that clean sound. I blame the bills, blame the weather, blame the city getting loud. But you stopped humming in the kitchen, and I never asked about. You said I'm tired, I said me too, like we meant the same old thing. You were telling me the ending. I was listening for a ring. The bed learned your absence and I came late, lying beside a heart already past the gate. I said we were tired, we were dying. I said we had time, I was blind. Now every night spreads wide and empty. Every blanket feels like blame. The bed learned your absence first. Now the whole room knows your name. I found one black hair on your pillow, held it like a final thread. A foolish little piece of proof that you once laid in this bed. I should have seen you getting smaller in the corners of your eyes, but I was sleeping next to sorrow, calling it a tired night. There's a button in the ashtray from your old brown coat. You lost it one winter, laughing at the train. I meant to sew it back on, kept saying later. Now later sits here, looking just the same. I don't even smoke, but the ashtray stayed. A little glass moon on the table side, holding loose change, holding that button, holding proof I let small things slide. You used to save receipts in your coat pocket, candy wrappers, pins, a prayer card too. Said little things remember better than people ever do. I laughed back then like I knew something, like being careless made me free. Now one small button in a dirty tray knows more about love than me. That button in the ashtray keeps calling your name, small as a secret, heavy as blame. I say it's nothing, it ain't nothing. I say I'm alright, I'm not. But every little thing remembers what I forgot. Love don't always leave a letter, sometimes it leaves threadbare. That button in the ashtray still tells me you were there. Tonight I held it between two fingers, coin from some lost land. Almost put it in a drawer, but it wound up in my hand. I remembered you standing by the mirror, trying to fix what I ignored. You asked me for a needle once. I said tomorrow, then walked out the door. Maybe regret ain't in the grand things. Maybe it hides in what we delay, in loose threads and almost and not now, said every day. I thought love could wait, but waiting wore it through. That button in the ashtray keeps calling your name, small as a secret, heavy as blame. I say it's nothing, forgive me. I say I'm alright, I lie, but every little thing keeps you alive. Love don't always leave a letter, sometimes it leaves threadbare. That button in the ashtray, yeah, still tells me you were there. I put it in my pocket, not fixed, not thrown away. Some things stay broken, 'cause broken things stay. That button in the ashtray. That button in the ashtray. There's a blue plate in the cabinet, cracked along the side. You bought it for $1, said broken things got pride. I never used to notice how you set it down with care. Now I hear it in the quiet, like your hands are still there. You served my toast on that plate when I came home meaning late. You didn't ask where I had been, just moved the coffee straight. I thought that was weakness, now I know it was grace. Some love don't raise its voice, it just makes a tired place. That blue plate remembers what I forgot, how you kept giving when I did not. I say I was young, I was careless, I say I tried, not enough. Now every crack looks like love. I see your hands in the kitchen light, see my pride in every fight. That blue plate remembers, and it keeps me up tonight. Tonight I washed it slowly, though it wasn't even used. Held it like a witness to the kind of man you knew. I set it on the table where you once sat across. Some objects don't mean nothing till they show you what you lost. Maybe memory ain't mercy. Maybe mercy has a scar. Maybe it keeps the little things, so truth don't travel far. You love me in details. I failed you out loud. That blue plate remembers what I forgot. How you kept giving when I did not. I say I was young, forgive me. I say I tried, I lied. Now every crack cuts inside. I see your hands in the kitchen light. See my pride in every fight. That blue plate remembers, and it keeps me up tonight. I put it back gently, same old shelf. Broken things got pride. You said that yourself. By the time I missed you, you were already gone. Not from the doorway, not from the lawn, but from the small things I never saw. Like how your voice got thin when you said my name soft. You kept making breakfast, same as before. 2 eggs, black coffee, shoes by the door. I thought that was love, doing what love do. Didn't know love was tired of carrying two. You asked me one evening, do you still see me? I kissed your forehead, said baby easy. But I didn't answer, not really, not right. Just turned off the lamp and called it a night. Now that question follows down every road. In the grocery aisle, in the shirts I fold. Some words come back with a heavy hand, like a ghost that knows where the weak floor stands. By the time I missed you, I had already lost. Paid no mind to the river till I stood where it crossed. I said you were quiet, you were hurt. I said love was strong, I was wrong. By the time I missed you, you had been leaving all along. Yeah. fingers from the roses you fed. I let those roses die after you left. Guess I was good at neglect, more than I confessed. I watered them today, too late, I know. Brown leaves don't turn green just because tears flow. But I stood there anyway, hose in my hand, trying to love something I didn't understand. Maybe regret is a teacher with a slow, mean tongue. It don't shout at the guilty, it just shows what they've done. I thought losing was a moment, a door, a bag of storm. But losing you was daily, and I called it normal. By the time I missed you, I had already lost. Paid no mind to the river till I stood where it crossed. I said you were quiet, forgive me. I said love was strong, I was wrong. By the time I missed you, yeah, you had been leaving all along. Roses by the fence, cup by the sink. I see you now, more than you think. By the time I missed you, you were almost free. Woke up before the sun again, don't know why. Same chair, same silence, staring back at me. Bible still open where I left it last night. Words look the same, but they don't speak. Kettle humming low like it's trying to pray. Steam rising up, then it disappears. I whispered something didn't sound like faith, just a tired man hoping someone hears. Used to feel you somewhere in the quiet, now it's just echoes I can't recognize. I keep doing all the things they told me, but it feels like I'm talking to the sky. Church bells are ringing down the street somewhere. People dressed clean like they know the way. I stood outside, couldn't make my feet move. What if I walk in and still feel the same? I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, calling your name. Come back. I say I believe. Do I? I say I trust. I try, but there's something in me slipping through the cracks. If you're still there, why it feels so empty? Why this silence louder than my cry? And I don't know which side I'm on tonight. Last night I said I wouldn't pray again. Sat there, stubborn hands clenched tight. But something in me broke real quiet, and I folded down without a fight. No big words didn't sound holy, just over and over. Didn't feel you, didn't see no sign, but I stayed there a little longer. Maybe faith ain't feel, maybe it's staying even when the room don't answer back. Maybe hope ain't loud, maybe it's breathing in the space where everything feels cracked. I don't got proof, I don't got answers, just this ache that won't let me go. I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, yeah, still calling your name through the dark. I say I believe, help me. I say I trust, hold me, even when it feels like falling apart. If you're still there, don't let me disappear. Don't let this silence take my soul tonight. I've been fighting a quiet war with heaven, and I'm still here, still in the fight. Morning coming slow, light on the floor, same chair, same question, maybe something more. I don't hear you, but I ain't leaving yet. Yeah, I ain't leaving yet. Clock on the wall don't move like it used to. Seconds fall heavy, like they know I'm awake. TV's still on, but I ain't even watching. Just letting the noise fill the space you left. There's a jacket on the chair, still folded your way. I told myself I'd move it, but I never do. Some things stay quiet longer than they should, like your goodbye that never felt true. I hear cars pass by like they're going somewhere. Everybody got a place except me tonight. Phone lights up, then it fades again. Not your name, just another lie. I tried closing my eyes, let sleep take over, but your voice comes back right on time, saying things you never said, or maybe you did. I can't tell no more what's yours or mine. The night don't answer me, no more. I keep talking, but it don't reply. I say I'm okay, I ain't okay. I say I moved on, I'm still here, but the silence always knows when I lie. These walls keep holding on to your echo, like they don't know how to let you go. The night don't answer me, yeah, just keeps me here alone. Every light in this place, thought maybe darkness would make it easier, but shadows got louder when nothing was there, and your memory felt even closer. I sat on the floor, back against nothing, let the quiet press down on my chest. No tears left, just this empty breathing, like my heart forgot how to rest. Maybe I ain't missing you like like I tell myself, maybe I'm missing who I was back then. Maybe this night ain't empty because you left. Maybe it's me not knowing where I end. I keep reaching out into nothing, still hoping something reaches back. The night don't answer me no more. Still I'm calling like you might reply. I say I'm okay, help me now. Say I'm done, I'm not done. But the silence cuts deeper every time. These walls still holding on to your echo, and I don't know how to let it go. The night don't answer me, yeah, still leaves me here alone. Clock still ticking, like it knows my name. TV still glowing, but it feels the same. Maybe tomorrow I'll step outside. The night don't answer, but I'm still asking. There's a motel off the highway where the curtains never close. I remember us laughing there with nowhere else to go. You wore my shirt to sleep in. I wore a careless smile. We were already cracking, but we called it being tired. You watched rain on the window, I watched the late night screen. You said, do you ever feel lonely, even lying next to me? I made some little joke then. You turned away and sighed. I thought the moment passed us, but it stayed there all my life. There was the last room with the sin, and I didn't even know love was packing up beside me. starts again. Some rooms keep secrets long after you leave them. There was the last room with us in it. Took your shape beside the bed, curled where your body used to sleep. I reached out once, then pulled my hand back. Some wounds know better than to speak. Your book still open, face down on the table, page folded wrong, like you'd come back soon. I left it that way 3 whole winters, like paper could keep a place for you. I replay nights I thought were nothing, your I'm okay thinnest thread, me half listening from another room while love stood hungry at the edge. You stopped fighting and I called it mercy. Stop crying and I called it peace. I didn't know when pain goes quiet, it's packing up to leave. The quiet took your shape and laid down next to me. It wears your face, but it don't breathe. I say I survive, I'm not living. I say I let go, not completely. You left so soft, I miss the sound. Now every silence drags me down. The quiet took your shape, and it still sleeps next to me. Tonight I turned your book face up, read the line where your hand had stopped. Some people leave before the leaving. I closed my eyes and everything dropped. I sat there long with no excuse, no speech big enough to hold my shame. Just a folded page from a half-read book and your absence saying my name. Maybe I don't miss the noise of love, maybe I miss being asked to stay. Maybe I feared your hurt so much I let it walk away. I keep saying you left me, but I left first inside. The quiet took your shape and laid down next to me. It wears your face, but it don't breathe. I say I survive, forgive me. I say I let go, not completely. You left so soft, sleeps next to me. Book still open, page still bent. Some words arrive after love is spent.